Hello everyone and welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Welcome back, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are joining and tuning in the world live, post-live as it were, after this recording. So just going to be a general message for all of you. I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about, although there is something I'm picking up on where there could be something about transformations that you're going through at this time, or some sort of like drastic changes, something I'm picking up on. So we'll just see how it goes. This is not going to be a pick a card, this is just going to be a general reading. So if you do find this video useful, helpful, gives you guidance, please do press the like button, and also please do subscribe as well so you're notified for all of the other readings and videos that I will be posting in the future. Otherwise there are many more that you can have a look at as well. So the first card that we have is the Eight of Wands. A lot of you are definitely moving into some fast movement, fast action energy. This also talks about travel and communication, lots and lots of messages coming through. Some of you could really be receiving a lot of messages in terms of your intuition. I think a lot of you are fast tracking forward towards your destiny, towards your desires as well. So this is great for those of you who've really been paying attention and listening to your guides, your guidance counsel, I'm hearing. So you've been meditating, you've been focusing on your joy and what makes you happy. I see that you're going forward towards this. Let's have a look at these cards that fell through. So we have the sun, yeah, your fast track, this is it, you're moving fast, quickly towards the sun. Happiness, joy, healing, after possibly a difficult time that you've been through. You seem like you've just had enough, you've paid attention, I'm hearing, and you're moving fast, quickly, fast tracking towards your destiny, towards your end goal here. A lot of you have already come into this realization. A lot of you are actually you're realizing that the more that you listen to your intuition, the more easily and quickly Spirit, the Most High, we call it God, or the universe, or however you wish to call the Supreme Being, you listen to him, her, and you just align yourself with your own higher self, and you just go forward towards your destiny here. This is amazing energy. A lot of you are also possibly going to be having children as well. I just feel like there is someone here who is just sort of going, okay, I give up. I'm just going to listen and pay attention and just drop my burdens. I'm seeing someone with a suitcase, metaphorically speaking, just dropping their burdens and just going, okay, I have had enough. This method and this way of doing things is just not working for me. So I'm just going to go straight towards my destiny here. Because whatever method that I've been using hasn't been working. It's like the energy, the message of repeating something the same way, expecting a different result, is the example and epitome of madness. And I feel like this is something that you've learned, and now you're moving towards a new method. And this new method is actually you listening to your intuition. A lot of you are also becoming more and more spiritually aware as well, for those of you who used to find it very difficult to be in alignment. A lot of you used to think that spirituality was just a load of jargon, a lot of woo-woo. You're actually realizing that spirituality is energy, and it's something beyond the physical world, and it's something that you're really starting to learn about possibly as well, and read up about as well. So you're moving fast track towards the sun here. And then we have the Seven of Wands here as well. So I feel like there is an energy about you moving forward, saying, no, I'm not going to listen to naysayers, I'm not going to listen to non-believers. I'm hearing, I'm just going to believe in my own destiny, and I need to be assertive as well, and just put assertive action, assertive power to do this, to stop people from getting in the way of my destiny, basically, which is this here. Beautiful energy. Again, I'm picking up on different scenarios and different energies, different people as well. So just, pick up the energies and messages that you need to hear that resonate with you. And yeah, Five of Cups, what did I say? So you're moving away from disappointment, moving away from situations that just weren't serving you, maybe even emotional ways of thinking, emotional patterns as well, behaviours, emotional behaviours, or psychological behaviours that just weren't working for you. You're now moving towards something that is full speed ahead. Beautiful. And you know, I just saw the vision of Titanic as well, the movie. So it's like full speed or full steam ahead, rather than hitting a was it a glacier? I can't remember what the actual word is, but that ice mountain. You know, it's rather than full steam ahead towards disaster, it's more full steam ahead towards joy here, which is incredible, I think. Yeah. And some of you, you know, you may have seen the life as a water half empty kind of scenario, but now you're looking at maybe turning around and looking at those two full cups there. And I just feel like a lot of you are now starting to change your psychological perspectives and ways as well. I just see that there is someone here who used to maybe stagnate quite a bit and just become stultified in a feeling of sadness and depression. And I just feel like there is someone here who is now, you know, changing this kind of pattern or behaviour and quickly turning and changing their ways into actually something where there's going to be instant healing, instant gratification for the long run, not for a short spurt of energy. Instant gratification. So someone who used to be very stuck in a situation. I know I'm talking quite slowly because a lot of information is coming through, but someone who used to just kind of like wallow, that's it, it's the energy of wallowing. So someone who used to wallow quite a lot in sadness and depression is now realizing that this way and modus operandi is just not working anymore. And so anything that hits you that's hard, maybe even heartbreaking, you are able to change your patterns very quickly and actually see, well, life is two cups that are full, not even half empty or half full, they're just full. And this is what you're walking toward, this is what I'm walking toward, this is what I'm going to turn around and look at now, rather than, you know, look at what I've lost and wallow in that. I just feel like there is someone here who's just, you know, rapidly changing their ways of seeing and feeling, and it's not all bad is what I'm hearing. It's just not all bad. There's good, there's so much goodness, there's so much happiness. The sun is the best card in the whole tarot, you know, so it's, yeah, look, we have the star, and I talked about wishes fulfilled, wish fulfillment. So you're now, like, there's a star and the sun. A lot of you are also, you know, moving towards stardom as well. Like a lot of you, it's like there's certain methods that you've been operating on, certain modus operandi that you've been applying in your past, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't working, and it would take longer to achieve a goal. It would take longer to create what it is that you wanted to create, you know, because when you're really committed to something that you really want to achieve, something that you want to achieve in the long run, which does include also public recognition as well, then I you know, you do put a lot of emotion into it, and you put a lot of passion and desire and hard work and focus energy as well. And there can be lots of disappointments, a lot of distractions along the way as well. There can be people that may try to intervene, there can be competition, you know, that I'm picking up on many scenarios, but it's kind of the energy of if you fail once, just try again. And I feel like you're failing better now. You're failing better in the sense that you're now knowing that certain ways, as I'm repeating, as I said before, just weren't working. And so you're fast tracking and changing your patterning and changing your patterns. And as a result, universe is conspiring with you and helping you rather than against you. Universe is conspiring with you in order to create what it is that you're wishing to achieve, which is happiness, joy, stardom, fame, recognition, healing. It's a very positive card. Let's have a look at the Sun and the Star card now. Let's have a look at the Sun card, please, Spirit. Thank you so much. I'm also picking up on a divine masculine, a divine feminine energy, or there could be two people who are in the limelight, particularly very strong masculine energy, and then one very strong feminine energy. Let's have a look. Some of you, I'm just picking up on something. I haven't seen the Hanged Man here, but some of you, particularly feminines, have been coerced or even triggered to sell your soul even, or sacrifice your integrity in order to achieve this, you know, or have been tested to do that. And this, of course, has left you with bewilderment, sadness, shock, you know, anger even. Some of you have even experienced people that have been trying to had made or even have attempted to make physical advances towards you which were inappropriate, which of course had left you in needing to assert your boundaries, and also had created a lot of I would say even depression and shock. Okay, and then we have the Judgment card. So yeah, as I said before, a lot of you are waking up, a lot of you are understanding, and a lot of you are becoming more spiritually aware and awake that past methods were not working for you, and as a result you're now listening, as I said before, to your intuition, and you're making a judgment call on, you know, people that have stood in your way. You're making a judgment call on changing your lifestyle. You're making a judgment call on changing your patterns. You're making a judgment call on maybe even people that had crossed their boundaries in the past. There could be some sort of legal action against them as well. And for those of you who are resonating with this, I feel like there's something that you've had to implement some law in place to stop people to, you know, advance physically towards you that, you know, who you weren't giving permission to. So I am seeing some sort of like illegal activity, let's say, or criminal abuse. Some of you who may have experienced that, but I do see that there is also the energy of knowing justice. So a lot of you are waking up to that, your worth, essentially, your worth. Yeah, and what did I say? So I spoke about sacrifice, and we have the Hanged Man here, you know, so we have some of you have really, I'm just going to give you an example because I know I'm talking in abstracts because I don't want to really trigger people that much, but say for example you work in the movie industry and you are a female or a male, and someone had approached you and said, look, you can have fame and fortune and happiness and money and bounty and prosperity, etc., if you sleep with me, sort of thing, or if you do this. And this is the energy of sacrificing your integrity in order to do that. So, you know, the tarot is neither positive or negative, it's just the energy that I'm picking up on, and also in relation to all of the cards. I'm seeing a scenario for some of you who were really shocked by this approach by another individual, or even an institution possibly. Even the legal institution, where you were just like, is this actually legal, you know, kind of thing. So you took a step back. You may have been massively disappointed in the industry that you're working in, and you just thought, well, I need to just stop for a second and, you know, recalibrate, recalculate what this is all about. Do I want to continue working in the industry? Is my heart in the right place, kind of thing, in this? Do I really want to continue doing this, or do I want to pursue even another industry, you know? So what I'm seeing here is that there is someone here who stepped back and reviewed the situation from afar or at a distance, may have even had you know, some sort of like awakening about this, that maybe certain ways of working in industry had been unseen or were just unnoticed, or that was illegal activity, you know, or just abuse of power as well, because we have very strong, very powerful cards here. We've got major cards, which is the Judgment, the Sun, and the Hanged Man, and the Star. This is definitely in the sort of like, you know, fame world, celebrity world, possibly, where there was a lot of illegal activity that was just left unsaid or left unnoticed or left sort of undeterred or had some sort of pact with the devil kind of thing. But I think there's someone here, or maybe a group of you, who've really just stepped back and just gone, well, you know, whoa, this is just not working for me. Do I really want to continue in this hypocrisy, you know? Do I want to be part of this hypocrisy as well? And I feel like some of you, or a lot of you, have really woken up to this. This could also be governments as well. So what I'm seeing here is we have the Tower card as well and the Wheel of Fortune. I've got some other cards as well. So yeah, so if you see here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card. So yeah, another big message of, you know, shocking realization, shocking news that things had to change, things had to evolve, things had to, you know, someone had their time in the sun with illegal operations, with illegal activities, with illegal approaches, advances, you know. Someone had their time in the sun where they thought that they were getting away with murder in a particular industry as well. Sorry, I get an itchy nose when I channel as well. And you're realizing that that they may have even had their time already, because we have very Saturnian and Martian energy, Scorpionic energy here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card, which is telling me that the very Saturnian energy is like very hard lessons had to be learnt here by someone who was having their time in the sun. They were getting away with murder in an industry, a lot of abuse of power, you know. Think outside of the box when I'm telling you these things. I'm not going to describe every single minimum example and scenario, just think outside of the box. You know, and someone's had their time, and I'm hearing time's up, which is the Wheel of Fortune energy. It's very Saturnian. So something has changed, you know, something has changed. Maybe a lot of you have come together and grouped together in order to rally against these people who have been abusing power, essentially. With the Tower card, there's a huge change, again, huge change in perspectives as well. Some of you may have had a huge change in your perspectives about your own heroes or heroines as well, possibly. You're thinking, well, maybe they were I'm hearing coercion, so maybe they were participating in this illegal activity themselves as well, and I used to look up to them, you know. I'm hearing David Bowie's heroes as well. We could be heroes just for one day. You know, and then you realise that actually I am my own hero here. I've got my own sunshine, you know. Why do I need to look up and above and beyond to other people for leadership as well, when I can find my own leadership within? So a lot of you are really changing your perspectives and ways. You're no longer relying on how you see certain individuals as heroes. You're actually saying, well, they also have maybe fallen from heaven here as well. These angels may have fallen from heaven. Some of you, I am picking up on the Hollywood scene here as well. So yeah, just take that as it resonates as well, because I know a lot of you are also tuning in from the States too, and reside in that area as well. But yeah, a lot of people have fallen from grace here. I feel like there's also going to be shocking news about particular participants in the celebrity Hollywood world as well, with people who had colluded as well with illegal activity as well. I am seeing that here. Right now, there's probably like a pause in the momentum at this time before all of this news is revealed. But there is, I feel like there's going to be a time when there's going to be a lot of information that's going to come through, I would say. I just feel like there's kind of a pause or a lull at this time, and then it's going to come through very quickly. This could be during October, November period in the Northern Hemisphere in particular. I feel like there's going to be some very radical information, shocking news about particular Hollywood stars, I feel like. So definitely keep me posted as well about this. Yeah. Okay, let me just move on to the next scenario. This is a different scenario here. Tell me about this, spirits. We have the Page of Swords, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the Page of Coins. This is another scenario, so I'm going to talk about this. This is more about the personal front. But I feel like all of these cards here are talking about changing your perspectives, changing your ways and patterns, changing your old processes, how you used to process information as well. That's changing. This could also be you know, how you receive information via the internet. Maybe it's through Twitter now, for example, or social media rather than the actual television screen. But then you're also realizing that there is an infiltration of information from the TV screen news that's coming through social media here. And you're understanding and you're realizing, where can I find this truth? Where can I get clear and accurate information? And I feel like a lot of you are stepping away from social media. A lot of you are stepping away from getting your information from the news, which is the Star card for me as Aquarius. You're taking radical changes to see things differently, you know. I feel like a lot of you are going through some sort of, it almost feels like a nervous breakdown, but it's not. It's actually an awakening that you're going through. It's not quite a dark night of the soul because it's not that hard, I think, but I feel like a lot of you are receiving truths here, you know, harsh truths, but need to come through because the sun has got his hat on. You know, the sun does not hide from the shade or the shadow. So a lot of you are receiving information and wanting to know the real truth of things. Some of you are also going within and meditating and reflecting and doing things in a different way, as I said before, where you're now actually just getting the truth of all things. You're getting the truth and downloads of spiritual information, and actually your antenna is being strengthened, so you're receiving information because you are receptive to it. Before, you were not receptive to it. You closed your mind, your ears. It's like the three monkeys kind of thing, you know. That's also a movie as well, which I would encourage you to watch as well. Yeah, you're seeing things in different ways here. That's what I'm seeing. So there's whatever however you're receiving information, it's going to be different in terms of global information. That's going to be changing for you. How you're listening to your intuition is no longer through just mental capacity. It's also going through your intuition, through your heart, changing perspectives, meditation as well, doing things differently, seeing everything in a different perspective, asking questions all the time. Why is this happening? Like that kind of thing. You're questioning everything, basically. And then on the outside front as well, in terms of, you know, like heroes, celebrity, famous people, you're seeing that there's going to be information about them also, not all of them, but certain individuals in particular that you used to really honour and venerate as gods. They're crashing down like fallen angels, and you're realising that they had also themselves colluded with the dark side, let's say. Let's just put it like that. So this is going to be shocking. Let's see what else in order to close that. I'm actually going to put these back in and see if they come through. So we have the Page of Swords, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the Page of Coins. Okay. What else is it that we need to know for the collective, generally speaking, please? I hope you're enjoying this video as well. Okay. Got another simple background. I'm just travelling, so... Okay. So the Page of Swords has come out again, and here it is. So, you know, there is a message of truth here, a message of communication. A lot of you are researching as well, researching online, studying, as I said before, studying what the truth is, finding out information from behind the scenes, you know. I feel like this is great because I feel like a lot of you that were asleep are now becoming awake. This is the energy of realizing that you are plugged into a certain matrix that is no longer working for you as well. Some of you who were plugged into the main matrix had become sick and sickened as well by what you were plugged into, but also that you are realizing that you're part of as well. You're part of a status quo. Okay. A lot of you are also going through your Saturn return at this time as well. So this can happen late 20s to early 30s, where everything is radically changing, your perspectives is changing, your friendship groups are changing, your line of work is changing, lots of things are changing for you, and it can be very hard to deal with. Because you thought you were a certain individual or a certain person, or you were known for a certain thing, skill set even, and now that's changing because it is no longer in alignment with your truth, with your own sense of truth and well-being. We have the 9 of coins here, so here it is. King of coins. And we have the 9 of coins. So we have 9 and king, which would be 10 is knight, queen, so 12. So 9, 12 and 9. So have a look at that angel number, 9129, 9129. That could be very significant for you. There's information there that's going to be useful to you in terms of numerology. Have a look at numerology. Some of you are also receiving messages through numerology as well, which is going to be very personal to you. So we have an individual here who, okay, let's keep going, because we have an individual here who is single. Okay, so we have an individual here who is single, who is very is provided for themselves here. Let me show you. Has provided for themselves here, is just in an energy of abundance, and is shining her light, him or her, shining her light of radiance and splendor. And she or he, they are feeling very good about themselves. They're feeling very fulfilled. They're feeling very virtuous. They've nurtured themselves. They're feeling very nourished. They're eating really well as well. They're looking after their body. They're possibly doing some light exercise. They're feeling very balanced and independent as well. Most importantly, independent. There is someone here who likes this about this other individual. So there's two messages here, where there is someone who could be keeping a close eye on this single person here, and they're studying them from afar. So this could be them keeping tabs on this individual here from afar via social media, the internet, maybe like newsletters or websites or conferences, or they're close to their line of work, or they're keeping an eye on them in their neighbourhood, or I wouldn't say it's a bad stalker energy. I just want to let you know. I think it's someone who's just asking around as well, asking other friendship groups or close friends that know this person, like how are they doing, what are they up to, kind of thing, because this person sees this person as, they're very curious to know about the 9 of coins person here. And it's like this person here just doesn't have a care in the world. They're just, they're just doing their own thing, and that's what makes them very attractive. They're just focused on their own abundance, and they're focused on their own kind of life path, and they have it going on. They've got it going on. They've got a lot of positive things that are happening for them, and as a result they're also feeling, because of the financial security that they've provided for themselves, they're going to be attracting more and more physical, financial security, stability and balance as well. There could be a father figure for this person here, or a father, a King of Coins here, who is giving them very good counsel, advice as well about their wishes that they want to achieve in life. So this could be a father-daughter dynamic now, where this daughter is receiving, life advice from a father figure, a father or a mentor as well. Maybe even a business owner as well, that is their boss possibly. And this person is kind of a gift from God either way, because they are themselves financially stable. They've followed their own life purpose. They've followed good principles as well, and ethics within their own line of work here. And this person here is on their way to create a solid foundation for themselves for the long run. So this is someone who could be giving very good advice about financial investment. You know, it could be a financial advisor as well. Say, for example, this Nine of Coins lady or person wants to invest and buy a home or whatever, or even an office or something, and wants to invest well, then there's someone here who comes through and gives them great advice about how to implement you know, how to invest financially in a good way. I just feel like there's very positive energy here. Meanwhile, there is someone outside of this whole sphere, this whole dynamic, where someone is keeping an eye on this lady over here. There is also another scenario here where some of you, in terms of the romantic scenario, you could be single at this time, and there could be someone around you who may be younger than you here with the Page of Swords, which is like a student of life kind of thing, or someone who is still learning, right? Is recognizing that they themselves could actually be your wish fulfillment, or this person's wish, because they themselves see themselves in the future as being father material or even husband material. The King of Coins is a very reliable, someone who invests well, someone who eats well, is very balanced, someone who looks towards the future, someone who is all about the finer things in life too. The Nine of Coins lady is also ruled by Venus, so this could be Libra energy or Taurus energy. If you don't have Libra or Taurus in your chart, don't worry about it. But she is very Venusian, or he is very Venusian. This person is very Venusian, which means that they are very beautiful. They also love beauty and love as well. So we have possibly a perfect match here energy. Let's have a look at this page, okay? So this Page of Swords, this individual who is a student of life, is wanting to let go of their burdens here with a Ten of Wands, is maybe overwhelmed or overdoing it with spying here, or overdoing it with keeping tabs on this person here. Yeah, so there is someone here who is maybe overworked as well, or overburdened, or just doing too much in terms of work here. Let's get one more card for the Page of Swords, please, Spirit, thank you. Okay, a card did flip, but it went back in. So they're needing to balance, you know, they're needing to balance out their commitments, they're needing to balance out themselves, you know. I feel like this person here is someone who focuses on one task, and they need to really focus in on that, and then they overdo it, you know, they overdo it. I don't know what it is. This could be work. This could be something like responsibilities that they have at this time, and they just kind of go into this vortex of just focusing in on that thing, studying it, researching it, overdoing it to a point of exhaustion. So they're needing to balance out their energies here, like really temper their emotions as well. We've got fire and water here, and we have water, air energy here. So there's a message from Spirit that there is particularly a male here who is really needing to become settled and calm here and heal themselves as well. Temperance. This is almost bordering on obsession as well. So they're needing to just cool it, you know. Okay, Okay, let's have a look. One more card for the Page of Swords, please. It's like, you know, the energy of someone who is studying for an exam, right? Studying for something, and then they end up just like studying so much, which is great, but they end up just not having a social life, you know? The energy of someone who's studying so much for an exam, for example, and just overdoes it because they have like 2-4 hours sleep a night, you know? So Spirit is intervening here and saying, look, you need to just, like, you know, balance things out, because it's not honourable to overdo it in this way. As an example, we have the 7 of Coins and the Justice card, exactly. So this individual is really needing to balance out their commitments, have a plan as well, and be fair to themselves here, and, you know, create balance and nurturing as well, and patience as well is important here with the Temperance card as well as Justice card. Patience, justice, balance, have a plan so that you can get what it is that you want. I feel like this person here is basically at the beginning stage of the King of Coins journey in life. So this is someone who's going to be learning along their way about how to regulate their energies, regulate their commitments, and bring fairness and balance, and also a sense of patience with how they approach a commitment, how they approach study, how they approach planning, you know, because if you overplan and overdo it and you miss out on the joy of life, then, you know, then that's, what's the point of living, kind of thing, you know? Yeah, that's what I see here. So it's kind of like the two end of the spectrums here. There could be someone who could be learning about the justice system as well, needing patience too, because this person, you know, when you're young, you can be very impatient. You know, you want things done now. You know, it's like, also this is someone who could be quite hard on themselves too, overdoing it and becoming quite hard on themselves too. So it's like the energy of like, oh, I'm really impatient. I want it now, I want it now, I want it now. I'm hearing I Want to Ride My Bicycle by Freddie Mercury, or the Queen. Bicycle, I want to ride my bike. Yeah, it's the energy of impatience. So there could be someone who could be studying law or the justice system, as I said before as well, just as a side note. But needing to be fair to themselves as well, and know that harvest takes quite a long time to come through. So whatever they are putting into their study, their commitment, whatever they're nurturing at this very early stage in their life, it's going to pay off, and it's going to be fair. It's going to be a great equal give and take of energy. So the energy they put into this commitment is going to give back to them in kind, which is great. This could also be a qualification as well. I would say with the Justice card, could be a certification as well. Okay, so that energy is done. So let's have a look at the 9 of Coins. No, that's done as well. That's what they're saying. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to another scenario. So those are 3 separate scenarios, 3 to 4 separate scenarios that I've offered already. Okay, what's the other scenario, Spirit, that Abstract Medicine community wish to hear at this time? Okay, I'm just going to shuffle the deck 1 sec. Okay. Okay, so this card is flipping out like this, so I'm just going to have a look. So we have a Lovers card, so not surprised. This could be talking about love now. I'm going to put that in the middle, and I'll show you this card in a sec, because it's actually a very beautiful image as well. Some choices may need to be made here, maybe even difficult choices with regard to partnership. Let's have a look. What's this scenario about, please, Spirit, in terms of the Lovers card? Strong Gemini energy as well for some of you. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle, and then I'm just going to pick the cards, okay? It's just easier that way. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And in the meantime, as I shuffle, I do know that you love the picker cards. the pick a piles readings as well. I think I might, moving forward for a time while, I might pre-shuffle them with a variety of different decks. So a variety of different sort of tarot decks and oracle cards as well, pre-shuffled, and then put them in each individual pile because it's more time efficient. And then we can get like a full range and overview per pile as well, if that makes sense. So with that, there's more of a availability to use other oracle cards and many tarot decks as well within one pile. So also keep me posted on that. Let me know if that would work for you. But I do know that you also really love me shuffling as well. You seem to find it very therapeutic as well, and you like to see that I'm shuffling live. So the cards that come out are genuine. All right, enough of the ramble. Okay, so let's have a look at the Lovers card. Okay, okay, that's quite a lot. Okay, so it's basically all of these. This is what's left, and this is what has come out. So this is the main message for the Lovers card. Okay. So it's going to be a big one. So big reading for this one. So the Lovers card is someone is making a choice about a partner or another person. Someone is making a decision about another individual, even a partnership, romantically or love-wise. I do feel like this is romantically speaking, there has been heartbreaking energy here. There's been a need for healing the heart here, because there may have been 3 people involved in a particular situation. Say, for example, there is someone that you are with or you want to be with, and you had the call from your heart to be with them because you believe that to be a spiritual connection, a spiritual love. That other individual was entertaining another person, so you had felt heartbroken. Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords here. I'll just show you, the Queen of Swords has come out, and we have the Hermit card. So the Queen of Swords has maybe been riding solo for quite some time. The Queen of Swords may have been single for quite some time, because the Queen of Swords has had a lot of experience in terms of, I'm hearing bad romance, difficult relationships. She would rather be single, she or he would rather be single than be in a relationship where someone is seeing them as a choice, because she ultimately knows her worth and would rather be single than be heartbroken. This person had been heartbroken before many times. The Queen of Swords, as you probably know from my readings, or if you know the tarot, is the divorcee, the person who's maybe divorced, maybe even a widower, or carries the energy of someone who's highly experienced, someone who has a lot of experience in life, but also experience in love, but also experience in just generally speaking in terms of the eye of the law. They can be very cut and dry, they can be very crystal clear, and they speak their truth without emotion as well. If necessary, they will implement that energy of the Queen of Swords. Sorry, I just put that there. And this Queen of Swords could be a spiritual teacher, could be a counsellor to many as well, could even be a legal counsellor, so someone who gives legal advice as well. Could be a professor of, I just heard the professor of the arts, but a professor of humanities, maybe even a professor of, I'm hearing avvocato, so like a lawyer or solicitor, or the justice system, or even someone who is able to give advice on communication skills in general. This could even be someone who's a teacher, professor of languages as well. Someone who is able and very, 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 very knowledgeable and expert in how to communicate with languages, generally speaking. I'm also seeing someone who, this Queen of Swords may have gone to another person for counsel, for spiritual advice as well. A master, a guru, maybe, but maybe someone who they themselves have put themselves out of the market, in the sense that they would rather be single than and go into their metaphorical cave and, you know, be away from the world. Someone who lives off grid as well, someone who doesn't want other people to know where they are as well. They'd rather do that than be in a world. So I'm just picking up two scenarios. There's that, rather than be in a world where it's just too painful and heartbreaking. So this could also be an actual Queen of Cups energy who is coming across as a Queen of Swords. So this Queen of Cups could be very sensitive, could be very empathic, and they can feel that sometimes the world can be too harsh on their system because their vibration is very high. And therefore they'd rather be in an environment that nurtures that. This can also be living off grid, this can be living in a cave, this could be them being away from society in order to be in an environment, an energy of light. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? Because the world for them can be very difficult. This could be someone who's also made a choice to leave a connection and divorce themselves from society, even divorce themselves from another individual. And this was a difficult choice because life can have given them maybe too many blows. So there's a like attenzione energy, there's an energy of like, be careful, because this is all great, but again, with the Temperance card that came through earlier, it's like, if you do things in extremes and radical extremes, then you will still suffer anyway, because you miss out on life, you know, which does talk about pain as well, you know, and suffering as well, and it's just part of life's lessons. But also this is someone who, once they have achieved that understanding away from society and that truth, that light, that healing as well, they would also need to come down from the mountain and prophesy, you know, and teach what it is that they have learnt as well. So this is part of life. Five of Coins, yeah, so there is another scenario here, or the same scenario, where someone has been out of the cold, out of a relationship, kicked out of a job, maybe, but I would say in terms of the Lovers card, I think there has been a difficult choice, or even very harsh words, maybe even an argument that may have taken place, where there was a separation that had happened with another connection here. I do see a breakup here, I do see an end of a job, someone being fired, and someone needing to choose a different destiny here as well as you know, feeling very upset after a breakup of a marriage here, which is the Hierophant as well, and the Two of Wands. So I do see here that there is someone who had come out of a situation, a marriage, something that they were very committed to here, and they had to make a choice between another person here. Two of Wands, I see that they have gone toward their destiny and wanted to merge. So there is an energy where they thought that they were destined to be with someone and they ended up being married to them, or could be at work, and it left them with heartbreak. Another situation is that they had made a very difficult choice to be single, to divorce themselves from a situation, take it as it resonates, could be love, could be work as well, in order to bring spirituality into their life as well, in order to understand what this whole being alive in this meat suit is all about, because surely it's not just about the physical, it's also about the spiritual as well. And so they've really looked within here as well. Virgo season could be something where you may be coming into that as well, because the tarot is also predictive, it's also future energies as well that I'm picking up on too. So these are things, when I say what has come to pass or what had happened in the past, these could actually be things that I'm predicting for the next 3 weeks to 3 months. So again, whenever you're tuning in, whenever you tap on any of my videos, they'll resonate for you at that given time. So yeah, there had been a choice of two people here, and there is someone who is maybe moving towards someone who has asserted their own power, and they themselves who made the wrong choice here, which is something, as you probably know from my readings so far, the recent ones as well in particular, this story has been coming up. Someone who's made the wrong choice has realised they've made the wrong choice, and maybe they're finding respect for this individual here, Queen of Swords, because they themselves had asserted their boundaries and asserted their power here. There is someone who had been very confused, or could be in the near future, Virgo season, which is now, when I'm tuning in, August and, well, September, October, August, September, yeah, is Virgo season, who may be very confused still about having to make a choice between two people. They could be feeling unworthy of this individual here. They could be feeling very trapped in their mind, you know, creating a negative self-prophecy as well. But I feel like this person is really forlorn, sad, because they made a really difficult choice, or they made the wrong decision on a lover here. They chose the wrong lover, let's say, and they themselves have also been left with heartbreak. Meanwhile, this Queen of Swords has healed her heart, has gone within, and is understanding the truth within and truth of herself, and understanding her value more and more. No matter how much time passes in her life, she's understanding that she comes first, and that she is not someone that needs to be a choice in anything. She is number one. And so she has her own life that she chooses first and foremost. Okay, that goes there. We have the Four of Coins. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's quite okay. So we have the Four of Coins. I'll show you. Four of Coins, Two of Swords. Someone is possibly wanting to still hold on to you. So if you are coming across as the Queen of Swords energy here, and you've made the decision to move away from something, a relationship, even a business as well, someone is wanting to hold on to you or bring you back as well, because they may have realised that they've really screwed it up, yeah, because they made the wrong choice here. Yeah, that's the wrong choice, because they are left with nightmares about the decision that they've made. This is someone who's not told you about how they're feeling. This is someone who's not expressed to you about, you know, that they want you back, or they want to hold on to you. They want to hold on to a connection with you as well. And they're having a very difficult experience in this isolation. Even if they're with someone else at this time, they're feeling your ice cold glacier heart, let's say, because they're realizing that what they had was a great opportunity, and now it's the energy of you don't realize something when it's gone, you don't realize its worth until it's gone, kind of thing. And they're having sleepless nights, they're having nightmares, they're really worried, they're really emotionally upset, they're really mentally filled with anxiety as well. They're possibly having like heart palpitations too, maybe even like anxiety, like panic attacks as well. I don't think this person is sleeping at all. Because they're really feeling very bad. They're feeling possibly even guilty that they made the wrong choice here between two people. And therefore, they also are realising and understanding that they have left you heartbroken, and that in turn has made them heartbroken. I think what they want to say is that they were really confused and they didn't really know what to do. But you know, once you commit to something, you have to honour that as well. You have to be responsible to the choices that you make. You know, there's no one, you can't blame anyone for the choices that you make. You know, once you make a choice, that's your responsibility. But it's also your responsibility to know that everything in life is a choice in general. But, you know, as I said at the very beginning of this whole video is the choices that you make is like, a lot of you are waking up and realizing and having a different perspective in just how, like, patterns in general. So once this person becomes less stubborn in the choices that they make and maybe stick to the wrong choices because they maybe have like religious upbringing or something that puts them in a mindset that they have to stick to it no matter what, they can mature into the idea that everything in life is a choice. Okay, and some of you have understood that, and therefore are leaving a situation, are moving away from a situation. This could be the same individual who is having regrets, nightmares, anxiety attacks, insomnia as well, because they made the wrong choice and they're realizing it now. They're realizing that they want to hold on, and that they're realizing that they hadn't given back in kind to a connection to a person. I don't think this is I don't think this is work related. I do think this is love related. There's a lot of green here in these cards too, as you can probably see. And this person has been realizing that they've been slow AF to move things forwards. And this person, Queen of Swords energy, was just not willing to wait around anymore and play the game of eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you know? Because once they realise that, you know, well, I'm not someone who's going to be a choice here, I'm a priority, you know? So we have this individual here who may have actually left a situation, a relationship, a connection, someone that they were seeing, you know, even, and they're really wanting to move away from someone who had themselves put them in a block as well. This could even be someone who may have cock blocked them as well from this person here, male or female. Yeah, so we have the Six of Swords, moving away from difficulties, moving away from pain, moving away from emotional upsets and things like that. And I would say that they're realising that they were just so slow in presenting an offer that was of a solid commitment, essentially. And they're realising that now. If they haven't yet, they will. They will in the near future. I would say Virgo season is going to be very significant, where a lot of people are going to be realising that what they had was golden and they missed out on a very important opportunity here. There is someone here who is wanting marriage as well, wanting a commitment for the long run, life partner energy. Someone may actually be very scared about this too, because they may not feel like they're ready for it. But, you know, when you present love, the energy of love can't be denied, you know. It's that love is not, as the tarot reader had said, she said it in a beautiful way, love is not a person, it's the energy. Love is an energy. And so when the energy of love comes through, it can't be denied, you know, you've sort of, but also when you love yourself enough that you would rather be on your own than entertain just, you know, sex, essentially, you realise that, or someone else is realising that that love is the energy, it's not a person, you know, because love is kind, love is patient, you know, love is universal. It's a universal language as well. Queen of Swords does talk about language for me. Is a universal language and does not hold on, it gives, you know. Is not cold, it is warm. It brings out the best of an individual, not the worst of an individual. So whatever someone was dealing with before, was mental confusion, was entrapment, was the opposite of love. Okay, so take that as it resonates. Some of you may have actually been married to an individual that put you in this situation, where you thought it was love because you thought that love was a person rather than an energy, and you found that you needed to move away from that because it was emotionally aggravating, upsetting, yeah, just not good, basically, the opposite of love. 10 of Cups and Queen of Coins. So a lot of you are moving towards your happiness, your joy. A lot of you are also coming into massive financial abundance as well, so congratulations. On account of you listening to your intuition, again, as I said before at the very beginning of the reading, a lot of you are coming into your sense of self, sense of power, sense of ownership, physical, emotional, spiritual ownership, to own your body, to own your soul, to own your mind, to own your heart is priceless, really, you know. And if you are living in a society where you're able to have all of these things and have the freedom to do that, give thanks, because there are many societies in the world that are not able to do that, are not able to speak their mind, are not able to wear their own costumes, clothes that they feel like they want to wear, are not even able to make their own money, you know. So a lot of you are really coming into your massive financial independence. Some of you are also going to be becoming pregnant, are going to be amazing mothers as well. Some of you are also going to be buying your own homes as well, so congratulations. Wonderful, wonderful news. This is the next 10 years of your life, you know, the shift that you make, this change that you make in terms of your patterns is very positive. It's going to fast forward you into financial prosperity for the next 10 years of your life. So it's going to be very formative years of your life. So it's going to be very positive. Yeah, that was the message for that. So that's lovely. Any more messages as we close out the reading, please, Spirit? Okay, so they want me to shuffle. So I'm just going to shuffle. Okay, one sec. Yeah, some of you who have been really wanting to have a happier life, an easier life where you don't have to worry about money, you're coming into that. I don't think you believe it just yet, but you are coming into it. So it's great. Allowing you to have the freedom as well to do whatever you want. You know, well, obviously with integrity. Okay, so let's close out the reading. What else is it that we need to know right now, please? Okay, so you have the King of Swords. I just heard stern and poker face here. So there is someone who could be quite poker face, someone who is very official as well, someone who could be an official person, someone who works in the government, someone who's a police officer possibly, or a lawyer, or works in ways or says things in a very clear cut and dry way. Could be here in the energy. There is the World here. Interesting. Tell me about this energy here. Something could be completing, ending, starting anew. Harmony as well, healing. This could be pregnancy. So let's have a look. 8 of Cups, moving away from emotional upset. Let's see what this story is about. Let's have a look. There's a cat outside. I don't know where it's gone. I think it's gone somewhere. It was there just having a nap in the sun. Okay, is this, yeah. This is the same energy, okay, this is a continuation of the message, the story that I was mentioning before. So there is someone who has completed, let's see. Okay. Okay, there is a male here or a female here, but an energy of an individual. I would say this is a male. Okay, this is a male. There's a male here who is stopping a certain pattern of behaviour for themselves where they don't show emotion. They're stopping that now. They're completing. They're wanting harmony in their life. They're wanting warmth. They also want maybe global travel. This could also be someone at a distance from you as well. The King of Swords is the counterpart to the Queen of Swords who we saw earlier. So they're realising that they are a true counterpart. They are a true match. And they are the other half of the atom here, the split of the atom. So regardless, you know, when there are two atoms, there's a split in the atom, and you put one atom theoretically on one side of the world and another one on the other side of the world, there is this magnetism towards each other because they come from the same entity, let's say. And so someone who is at a distance from you, who's incorporating this energy, who has not been showing their emotions, who has been very stern poker face, is maybe wanting to travel towards you and end a cycle in their life, end and complete a behaviour where they are cold. They are moving away from sadness and regret as well. They're feeling very regretful, very remorseful, very emotionally upset, very sad, and they're not even realising that Spirit is giving them one last chance here with another cup here, where they can fill it. They can fill it with truth. So they're getting like they're not quite realizing that, or maybe they are realizing now, or maybe they will be realizing by 2021, by next January 2021, next year 2021, in the time of this reading, that they missed out on a great opportunity here. You know, this is someone who has the world at her feet here. This is someone who is the world to this person, but this person does not show their emotions to this person here. This also talks about pregnancy here as well. So there's immense regret, immense emotional sadness, disappointment, upset, anxiety, as we said before, heartbreak energy, difficult times. How do I mend a broken heart? I'm hearing, you know, they are wanting to live a life where they no longer have regrets. So then they know that they need to really make this change in their life and end this cycle, because they're realizing that they have had many regrets, much sadness as well. But I also feel like there's a small inkling that they're not quite realizing that they also need to forgive themselves as well for any pain that they may have caused, and just move on and start afresh again, change that patterning, because there is Spirit who wants to give them one last try, one last cup, you know, of love here. But in order to give a cup of love, you have to fill your own cup first. So maybe they're ending a cycle of people pleasing as well, ending a cycle of giving too much of themselves emotionally to the wrong cause here. Five of Wands does talk about arguments too. Oh, the cat's come back. It's back in the sun. That's so cute. So sweet. The ginger tom, it's just so lovely. Just merged with the terracotta wall and the sun. That's beautiful. So I see that as a blessing, and I'm hearing count your blessings. This person is needing to count their blessings, needing to see that they are love themselves, that they are love as a verb, as a subject. And they're wanting to fight the competition as well in order to get to this. This could also be fighting restrictions as well in terms of the global pandemic, as I'm recording this video at this time, in order to get to this person here. As I said before, this could be someone who is at a distance as well at this given time. Crazy hair, I love it. There could have been also like a separation, a disagreement, an argument with another individual here as well. I do feel like this King of Swords puts this Queen of Swords, the World card, on a pedestal. We also saw the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Coins as well earlier too, which would talk about that too. I also think this person has a lot of love for this individual. Again, as I said before, they have not expressed, and they have deep emotional regret about not expressing that. They're also having to combat their demons as well and fight the competition, because this person is someone who's a world globetrotter as well, someone who can have anything that they want as well. At least this is how this person is seeing this individual here. Whether this is true or not, this is a truthful for them. And they're wanting to send a message, and they're wanting to offer a small offering of a hello, a message, a letter, an email, maybe a checking in, you know, a hi. But eventually this would turn into something stable, something for the long run, something, maybe even a message about the future here, because we have the 10 of coins here, which is having a family, you know, having something that will last, a legacy here. This could also be someone who may have, as I said before in another scenario, chosen to, they said that they're at the very beginning of their life in terms of studying or knowing or learning how to invest properly, towards a, you know, like a legacy, you know, towards someone who is still learning about how to have the career that they want, or how to be mature, or how to invest well in, I don't know, in a business or something like that. Creating and building an empire, that kind of thing, an enterprise even. Building a foundation, building a career. But they realised that as they were doing that, they were not tempering themselves, they were not balanced, they were unfair to themselves and therefore unfair to a connection, and had missed out on an opportunity which had landed them in a grave situation, you know. And they're realising now, all too late that, but really it's not too late, all too late that they themselves need to show love more and express their emotions and be more open-hearted, you know, here. And actually are realising that they want a commitment. This is someone who has gone within and is reflecting and meditating and resting after heartbreak, resting after a divorce, resting after separation, resting after a very difficult cycle in their life, which they are closing out. Again, energy is fluid. This could be happening now. This could be happening in the very near future. And they're really wanting to take a leap of faith into a new world. You know, I'm also hearing Aladdin as well, a whole new world. It's like there's someone who's also imagining what it would be like to be with someone that they missed out on an opportunity with, and they really want to correct things. They really want to right a wrong here, and they're really wanting to start something new here. This is also just the energy of, yeah, and we have 3 of coins and 3 of cups, because they were juggling many people, many options, many commitments as well. They were not focused on the one commitment. They were not focused on the one. They're realising someone is their one. Out of a million choices, a million chances in the world, in life, to encounter a situation where love is presented on a platter and is refused and even rebuked, they're realising that they made the wrong choice here. You know, because when love is offered, it's offered without an expectation for anything else, and they're realising, or they will be realising, that that's 1 in a trillion chances that you have that offering. It's an amazing gift. It's also miraculous, and this person is wanting to take a leap of faith into a whole new world here. There's also could be the Queen of Swords energy, or the Nine of Pentacles energy, who is really finding themselves, understanding themselves, and understanding their boundaries and barriers and what they'll tolerate and not tolerate, and just go and moving forward towards a whole new brave world where they have no idea what's going to be on the other side, but they know that they are cradled and looked after by spirit here. And there's going to be a lot of celebration, happiness and friendship, new friends, new commitments, new experiences, which could be very happy for them. And also building as well, and working with new team members as well, working with a whole new set of people 33 is coming through as well. My ear's popping. 33 is coming through, which is reminding me of the Hermit card. So that is, you know, someone who is learning something or has learnt a cycle in their life where they're able to teach and mentor that as well. And because they were a student of life, and they're now teaching whatever experiences that they've experienced themselves. But I do see the Three of Coins as also, there is someone here who wants to build on a connection and work, you know, really work at it, and correct negative patterns and ways as well. Some of you who have left a job or a situation at work, you'll be encountering a whole new world of people who are like-minded individuals as well. I do see tribe mentality. I do see very positive community as well. One last card to close the reading. Okay, we've got how many cards we've got? Okay, so we've got the Two of Coins. A lot of you have been juggling or will still be in the energy of juggling. You know, and indecision. You know, it's better to do one thing right than do two things badly. So focus your energy on the right thing here. I do feel like a lot of you will be having the strength to go for the right thing. This is a new opportunity. This can also talk about a beginning of a relationship, a new cycle of a relationship as well. Some of you may also be partnering up with other very strong-willed individuals as well. Some of you may be changing your regime in terms of your health and fitness as well in this new cycle. Some of you who have been finding it difficult to make a choice will be making the right choice. Some of you who've already made the right choice during Leo season as of this year, or even the year after you tune into this reading, this video, which would be July, August, the following year. And someone is also wanting to give back to a connection here with the Six of Coins. And also, again, as I said before, balance out their emotions, and also ask for forgiveness and even patience as well, and understanding. There's a Seven of Swords here as well. There is someone here who could be expressing through a message even that they were deceiving themselves, they were deceiving you, they were lying, and they want to say, look, I'd rather be honest here and say, honestly, what has been going on, I have been juggling another individual here, and I really want to give back, and I see your strength, and it's important for me to also express myself here. Rush in quickly, come back and rush in quickly and express my truth. And it's going to take a lot of willpower and strength for me to do that, because I'm not used to doing that. I'm usually very deceptive. I don't like to express what's going on in my life. They could be saying something like that. Meeting up as well, they could be meeting up with you as well. Because I have been hiding deep emotions for you. I've been very fearful, I've been very deceptive, I've been lying. And I'm tired of lying, I'm tired of hiding my truth to you, and I'm tired of being deceptive. I'm tired to just win at all costs without having the responsibility that I'm hurting other people as well in the meantime, and they're rushing in and coming back to speak to you about this truth. So definitely let me know how this resonates, because they want to start a new love here, a new romance here, Ace of Cups. They're also realising that this is going to be a very difficult thing for them to express, but they know that this is going to fill their cup of love themselves just by expressing it. Because they have listened to their intuition here with the Fountain card. They're becoming more and more aligned with themselves here, and they're walking away from the devil. They're walking away from slavery, entrapment, but they're also having a lot of passion for you. They could also be expressing this physically as well. With passion, this could be a hug, even a kiss or something like that. And this is a new cycle here where there is going to be a letting down of burdens, a rushing in of truths being expressed here with the Tarot, a balancing out of yin and yang, you know, give and take here, truth be told, you know, an ending of betrayal, an ending of difficult situations, an ending of betraying themselves of the truth, an ending of player energy, an ending of immaturity, becoming mature, becoming balanced, because they're recognizing you as someone who is incredibly nurturing, their wish fulfillment, you know, their desires, the mother to their potential children as well, and they're seeing you as a soulmate. They have been picking up on the psychic information. They have been picking up on their dreams here, that you are the one. Six of coins. And they're coming back. Someone from your past is coming back, not to haunt you, but to give back, because there's a true match here with the Empress and the Emperor. Someone is maturing out of immature energy. They're going to be coming together with all of their resources in order to bring back in kind what it is that they know that they need to do here. So there also could be saying that, you know, they could be becoming more flirtatious, more apparent, more obvious as well with their approach. They could be saying like beautiful things. But I do see that this person understands that flattery will get them nowhere. You know, like the Empress knows that flattery is not something that they entertain. But an acknowledgement of attraction, love, and all these kind of things is good. Two of Cups, and the 8 of Coins as well. Someone is really wanting to build, be patient, work together as well, and meet up as well. This could also be a date, an ending and a new birth, the beginning of new love here, messages of love for a Queen of Cups energy, someone who is starting anew, starting afresh, because this person has offered their cup of love. And there was an ending and a connection. There was death and a connection. And we also have someone who is going forward towards what it is that they want, their desires here. You know, someone who's made a choice with another person is now making a choice towards their true desires here. What lights up their world, their soul here. And they want victory. They want marriage, they want a commitment, they want something for the long run here with the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So happy times ahead, I'm hearing. Happy relationships, happy marriage. You know, basically a lot of you are going to be changing your whole life into something very, very positive. I don't think you're really expecting this. I wouldn't say that you're in anticipation of all of this, but there is a complete overhaul of sad times, bad times, heartbreak, horrible, depressing, oppressive energies to a complete 360. If you want a house, you'll get the house. If you want the money, you'll attract the money. If you want to learn a new skill, you'll be able to do that. The teacher will appear. If you want to start new romance, new love, you will be having that. If you haven't been having sex for quite some time, you will be having that with the right person who is not going to be playing you about. If you've been wanting respect, you'll be getting that. If you want to get married, you'll be getting that. If you're working solo for a while and it's been difficult for you, and it's been too much on your energy and your time and also your health, the right people will appear and you'll be working within a team and there'll be delegation. And this is all good news, you know, this is all positive. I feel like there's been a turnaround in your perspectives. I think as long as you listen and pay attention to your intuition, it's really going to help you in good stead. So that's all I have for you, beautiful ones. I really hope you found this reading positive, helpful. Please do like the video as well as share to whoever needs to hear it. Please also do put a comment as well. I do read them and I appreciate you as well. And if you'd like to subscribe as well, you know what to do. Go ahead and do it. Take care, beautiful souls. Love and light. Love and light. Blessings your way. Take care. Bye for now.